club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Charlotte Hornets. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Miles Turner.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. And it's Diabate. Zhang is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Turner in its center. Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
5 to shoot. Porter finds Turner. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Bridges outside. Ball, the pass to Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Bridges has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Hornets. Here's Zhang, and finished off by Zhang.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
So for the Bucks, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Following the bucket by the Hornets, Kuzma. Count that one.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
Ball dishes to Miller. Back to Ball. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Bucks. Outside, Ball. Clock at 6. That one, no good. Nice D from Porter. Zhang finds Porter. Stolen by Ball. 4-on-3 break. Fires the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point...
His second bucket.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. They are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interest. That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And the Hornets making a change here. White's checked in. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Bridges. Jacks up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hornets.
Yeah, you know that Bridges is good for a few threes most games. This guy is very confident out there.
Turner with a screen on White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Charlotte.
Yeah, they've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Free throw good. Porter.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the league by storm.
And Porter drops them both.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team.
Take a break.
1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Bucks trail by 4. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's White following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's the drive. Here's Diabate.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Porter kicks to Zhang. Back to Porter. Pass to Zhang. Here's Rollins. Turner with a screen on Ball. Rollins with the bucket.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Out to Bridges. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges has got 9.
Bridges understands his role in this offense, including when he should look to fire off the catch.
Stolen by Knipple. On the wing, Bridges. Guarded by Kuzma. Here's Ball. Pass to Knipple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. He's got 5.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. Charlotte making a switch here. Well, some of the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. Number 1, Bobby Portis.
And away from the hoop, but that's not the case with him.
There's 47 seconds. Trent. Portis sets the pick for Trent. And here is Portis. And the Bucks miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's McNeely, defended by Trent. Defended by Portis. And he makes that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Trent with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
When the ball touches the paint, you've got to swarm defensively. Really good job on defense.
It's been all about Miles Bridges for Charlotte. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback.
Let's had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got McNeely. Kobe White is out there with James. Then it's Bridges. Now here's Portis. Scoreless thus far. And it's denied. Bridges against Nance. Bridges inside. Nance with some nice D. Pass to Trent. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A moment here to look at some numbers for White. Putting up about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Now, here's Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portis can't get it to go. Pass to White. You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
Changes here for the Bucks. Jang, he's checked in for Nance. Hollins comes in for Prince. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Trent. Bucks trail by 12. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Jang. Now, here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Miller surveying the floor. Outside, White. Back to Miller. It's good. And the Hornets lead by 12.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Checked in for Milwaukee. Ball's checked in for Charlotte. Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders from the past 10 games. Number 5 is LaMelo Ball.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
You know, I think that's the mentality they have when it comes to defending aggressive. They don't let up for one single second at that end of the floor, and they're always looking to cause you discomfort.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you guys.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. The Bucks making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. The Hornets also changing it up. Grant Williams comes in for Bridges, and it's Knipple in for Kobe White. Outside, Ball. 5 on the clock. Bucket is good. Ball's got 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Porter kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Porter. Outside Turner. Miller against Rollins. No good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Back to Miller. A 3. Porter pulls it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And here's Jang. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Knipple. Covered by Rollins. There's 1:38 left to play here in the half. Knipple wide open, and he fires. Off target from outside. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 11. Knipple with the rebound.
Boy, that is how you protect the rim. That is A+ defense.
Ball, the pass to Miller. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jang finds Porter. To the paint. Turner passes to Kuzma. Jang with a clean look. And the 3 off target.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Outside, Ball. Miller against Rollins. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Oh, Brandon Miller with the pretty feed.
30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Ball. Kuzma against Williams. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And that one drops for him. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Hornets lead by 17. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Taking a look here now at the Hornets, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Hornets.
Normally I'd say you want a versatile attack, but the way they're shooting the three ball, I don't know about that.
Versatile or versatile, this game is about as uncompetitive as we have seen. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, guys? Miles Bridges, an impressive effort here today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Charlotte leading by 17. Turner is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Rollins. And it's Jang in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The offensive rebound. Here's Diabate.
Boy, Turner's such a strong rim protector. This guy has such a big-time impact on that end.
Out to the right wing. Rollins. No good with the triple.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to Diabate. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. To the wing on the left. Here's Knipple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Knipple's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Hornets. Bucks trail by 20. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Porter passes to Rollins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 9 points.
This is where the size of LaMelo pays off, folks. 6'7" and ready to finish.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. What a terrific move that was. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Turner with a screen on Ball. Now Porter. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And Ball slams it in.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight almost impossible.
Rollins the pass to Porter. Turner with a screen for Porter. And Turner with the basket on the assist from Porter.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Bridges against Kuzma. Ball fires from way outside. Again, Ball missing.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with use it.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Miller the bounce pass. Ball against Porter. To the left side wing. Left side, Miller. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Miller's got 6.
Wow, Brandon Miller doing some work in the painted area. To see that young man be that willing to mix it up, oh yes.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis comes in for Miles Turner, and it's A.J. Green in for Porter. And a switcher also for Charlotte. White's checked in. .156 left in the third quarter of the game. It's Portis, high post. Rollins the pass to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. The shot by Rollins, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's White missing. Bucks trail by 19. Here's Jang. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Jang's got his second basket of the night. Green against Ball. Over Green. Ball no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Well, Kuzma is a guy who possesses some of the traits you want. Fearless shooter, size on the wing, and willing to mix it up a little bit on the glass.
Free throw good. Kuzma.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is he's got size and versatility. He's a capable scorer, but he's also now willing to share the rock.
Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. Kevin Porter comes in for Rollins. And so he hits both. And so White will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 22 is their biggest lead. Pass to Bridges. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
What we've seen is Miles Bridges turn himself into a versatile, dangerous offensive weapon. 20 points a night? Oh, give him that.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Nancy's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Hornets leading by 17. Bridges outside. Shakes him, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
What you love is Miles Bridges has kept his foot on the gas pedal. Started out scoring well and continues to keep the pressure on.
Here's Porter. He has 7. Portis sets the pick for Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hornets ahead, up 19. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Hornets, we've got White. He's out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Salon in at the 4. Nice shot by Portis.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Pass to White. Back to Ball. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Portis a screen on White. Porter, no luck.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Miller outside. Charlotte moving the ball around. There's Ball with the 3. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. Portis a screen on White. Trent outside. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Driving the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Out to White. 7-foot shot. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He knows every possession is critical now. Porter's checked in for Milwaukee. The Hornets also with a sub. Diabate's checked in. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Trent, a screen on White. Porter inside. White's there. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Shot clock at 5. And a wide open look for Portis. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
White, good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Bucks trail by 20. Porter looking it over. Zadorus, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league does, exaggeration or feigning of contact, those actions will be penalized.
Here's Miller. Diabate. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Kuzma kicks to Porter. That 3 off the mark. Hornets leading by 22. Pass to Kneppel. Now here's Bridges, guarded by Porter. Paul with a wide open look. Offline with his 3.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Porter passes to Kuzma. Turner with the screen for Kuzma. Outside Turner. 3-pointer. Ball with the rebound.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Charlotte leading by 22. Miller outside. $8 for a GM trying to build a championship level roster. What's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Green against James. Green, the pass to Trent. Pass to Portis. It's blocked.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight. And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for LaMelo Ball.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Timeout called, the Bucks. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Time now to present our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slash chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Pass to Porter. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can they get it? And it's good for two. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porter against White. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.